Hey guys, welcome to Bloodborne. I'm going to be doing a playthrough slash walkthrough of this game. Mainly a playthrough for me and a walkthrough for anyone that needs help finding something or getting some more help from the boss to try to figure it out. And the reason it's going to be a part 21. I don't know where all the items are for you to get, so it's not going to be much of a walkthrough, but I know where most of the items are and where to go. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my character and I will be right back with y'all. Okay guys, let's get into it. I need to turn down the sound after the next cutscene.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Alright. I can't even pronounce her name right now. We're in a clinic where we just got our own bit of Yharnam blood to go and kill these beasts. So, there's a paper here on the chair you can inspect, and all it just says is handwritten scrawl. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. I need to turn down so you guys can hear me a little bit better. I know when I did the Soma playthrough it was hard to hear me, even if I did turn up the clip volume. Maybe this might make it easier for people to hear. So these little ones you can view spectre, click X on it, or whatever you're playing on, you can see how someone dies. Don't know how he died, but you can see these ones. They're called messengers. They're gonna be popping up the grave when you come over to have a blue little note. You notice reeks of liar. So, and that's for later on when you come back here later. Another one you. So, back. R3's to lock on and stop locking on. Now, there's a werewolf. Well, technically a beast, I mean. You're actually meant to die from this thing. But it is possible to kill it, and I'm going to try to kill it. No guarantees I'm going to, but it is possible. And if you die from it, that's fine, because you're meant to die from it. Alright, so you can't really sneak up on him, because he knows that you're going to be there. Much after that attack, he's going to grab you and one-shot you. And there's one. Sometimes I can get it, other times I can't. Now, I'll try to speak my mind after this next part. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. Okay, what I was saying was, well, I was trying to get behind him, and this, if you hit an enemy in the back with a charged heavy attack, it will allow you to do a visceral attack to do an enormous amount of damage or kill it. In which our aspect, it would kill the beast, because if you just did this, it would take too long. So you can, this is a doll. It's not going to do anything right now. It's just an abandoned doll. But we'll get more into that later. So you come to this one, you can accept the gift, which is a trick weapon. So you get the saw cleaver, the hunter axe, and the threaded cane. The hunter axe is going to have more attack damage. It's more strength based. Well, so is the cleaver. But it's the slowest one of all of them. Saw cleaver's got, and it's also got the longest range. Saw cleaver has okay, somewhat range when you transform it. I'm not a big fan of it, but you can also get the threaded cane. It does less damage, but it's the quickest one, and it's like a whip. I'm going to choose that one for my playstyle, just because why not? I don't really play with it all that much. But the reason I call it trick weapon is because you got the basic light attack and the heavy attack, which is always just one little hit. But you can transform it, and the threaded cane is like a whip. And if you dodge and then transform it out of it, you could do a little poke, if you dodge and then transform it like that. You can even transform it in the middle of an attack. Even if a heavy attack, you can transform it whenever. Okay, so this next one allows you to choose. Again, blunderbuss is more like a shotgun blast to the face. Hunter pistols for more range. I usually go for the hunter pistol, just because it's easier for me to hit a target that's charging at me. And really, I found the main purpose of the pistols and the blunderbusses are to parry, which to get the visceral attacks off. So that's what the main point. That there is a cannon in the game you can get, which allows to do actual damage. It's a strength-based one, but it takes a whole bunch of your quicksilver. And I'm sorry for the stuffy nose today. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the weather or what. So look past that if you can. This is a bath. You can come to trade blood echoes in with the messengers to buy some items. So you can purchase these as of right now. Right now, these are the only items you can purchase. And the Yarnum Hunter outfit. But other than that, that's the only thing you can buy. Sailing, I don't typically see the point of sailing anything. Unless, like, you do multiple playthroughs and you have, like, 2 different sets of armor. Now, these gray stones are actually used for rituals to go into, like, dungeons. There's different sets of them and whatnot. Now, you can't come in here yet. You remember using the other door? They're closed, so we'll have to come back later to get in here. This bath is to buy off inside. But since you don't have inside, which is in the top right hand corner, it shows blood echoes on top and then like an eye symbol for the inside. You don't get to use insight until you can find Madman's Knowledge, where you activate the tutorial boss pretty much. Over here is really no point over here just yet. If you find something for the messengers, you can switch out their little... Oh, but controller. But you can like give them like little hats or whatnot when you see them, and they'll even have it when they're out here. So, all right, over here, really ain't nothing to it. You can just walk around and view all the different messages and whatnot. This door or gate is locked, so you can't open it yet. Alright, so when you're ready to go, you just come to this first headstone. As soon as they awakens to the first floor sick room. Okay, now we're back here. Now, since you got a weapon, kill this thing. Yes, you can talk. So since you died, if you see an enemy with the glowing eyes like that, they've got your blood echo. Sometimes it'll be on the ground, most of the time it could be an enemy. Just kill it. I got me and I got it too. That's a good way to start off with this game. Yeah. I'll just show it on a different one. I'll just show it off on the next enemy what the whole parrying system is. That's a real bad way to start off with this episode. Oh well, can't help it. I didn't have no blood echoes to lose anyway. Okay. I'm trying to kill this thing. What can I say? Sorry it's taking so long to kill it. Come on. I've never had this hard of a time fighting this beast. At all. It's just pathetic. That sign, you can do the visual attack now, the whole parry. You want to shoot them right before they attack. Okay, so sometimes you will get blood vials, or sometimes you can get a bloodstone. I think it's called bloodstone, I can't remember. When we pick one up, that's Titan, but it's rare to get that other item. It's an upgrade material, but usually it's blood vials. Blood vials, you get triangle on PlayStation and Y on Xbox. I don't know what it is for a keyboard offhand. To use them in blood vials to kill you. Your pistol, it's L2. And sometimes when you change a weapon into the transformed version of it, you hold it with 2 hands, and when you hold the weapon with 2 hands, you can hit L2, and instead of using your pistol, it will actually use the weapon in a different way. Pull this down and bring down that ladder. More blood vials. Come over here, and there's only 2 of them. Guys, spreading take this one out first, and then you can switch to this one to take them out. Now, Molotov cocktails are good for killing beasts. Beasts are really weak against fire in this game. And when you kill an enemy, you might want to just wait around just for a few more seconds until they completely drop down and go to a ragdoll form. So that way you can make sure they don't have an item. Now, let's say you were able to kill that beast before it kills you. First time you can come up here and then you can activate this lamp to allow you to go to the hunter tree. It'll do the same animation as when you died. You wake up off the ground, get up, and do everything you need to. Now, if you see a window like this glowing with a little red lamp, you can talk to them.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yarnumites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum, you'll find the Cathedral Ward. Deep within lies the old main cathedral, said to be the source of blood. I haven't heard of pale blood, but that's your best bet if it's anything to do with unique types of blood.
And I think that's the last thing he has to say. I'm not sure. Let's just check.
Across the
Yeah,
deep
that's it. Okay.
That's your...
So, you can tell Gilbert sounds sick, so keep an eye on him if you can. This way's locked. It's a shortcut to come back to this lamp, because when you die, you'll get teleported back to that lamp. Here's an item. I think it's blood. Nope, pebbles. Pebbles are mainly meant to, like, grab enemies' attention. Just quick fast round, bloodshed. And I can't remember what it's called offhand, but if you look at the health bar, when I get hit, there's still some red. If you attack, you gain that health back until the red bar ends and then it starts gradually going down. You can jump down right here and go ahead and go heal and get that item and talk to whoever's in there. But I will come over here. Get two enemies. I recommend taking this one out of the ground first. And then this one's got a shield, so do a charge attack and you can get him like that. Now, you want to be careful of that. It's a group of them. It's kind of hard to hit them. That's why weapons can transform so you can get some reach and hit multiple targets. It's one of the main reasons for it. Sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call. Anyway, but that's what the transformation's used for mainly, is to be able to hit multiple targets at once. But you can also use it's also used for hitting harder, but it's slower in some cases with weapons. But they're gonna go that way, and they will eventually come back this way. So what you can do, I recommend not going that way. You come down here because you got that big dude. It's not an easy fight to do. So you can open up this. It's like a shortcut if you want to come down this way and have to fight those three guys up there. It just opens up, go down the ladder and come down this way. Really, there's no other use for it. But you can come back up here. And you can drop down. And if he's not here, that means he just went with the group. That's usually what happens. I was too late to that.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
And I'm pretty sure that's all he has to say.
Are you that?
Yeah.
Trot.
Most people's not going to talk to you in this game and be nice about it. Let me see what that group's saying. I'll do this one. Okay.
Lads, you've come on. He'd open their door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Lads,
Yeah, that's all he has to say to him. So when you come around this corner, oh, crap. Okay. So I guess we're gonna be taking on this group. They're a little tougher to fight too, especially if you're using the thread of chain. Just because it's weaker damage and whatnot, and its scaling's not as good as the other ones because it's got 7 in strength with an E, so that's really bad at strength, and C in skill, so it betters off of skill, and I've only got 9 skill, so the minimum I need for it, so I'm really weak for it right now, but I can level up my skill and get better with it later. Which the build I'm going with is going to have 50 skill and 50 arcane, maybe a little bit of strength added into it, and it's going to be for like an in-game weapon, so I'm not going to be able to get it till later on. Probably going to have to fight this dude. I'm going to try to kill him so I can get the blood echoes.
It's finished.
Oh, yes. Those dudes in the Y is actually really easy to fight. It's the ones that's got pitchforks and the axes and the torches. This is the thing where the pain So now we just gotta worry about those two. The one in the shield shouldn't attack all that often. Just be able to take care of this guy before he thinks about attacking. Yeah. And see, when you smack him, he decides he wants to attack then, so he was left open and he smacked him. He just swings his little wooden shield around. Well, I think it's called a plank in the game. Because you can get one of them later on, and it's really not viable to use, but you can use it. Anyway, when you come back to the store, you can see how he's got a muskie. He's right here. And he won't do anything unless you go up a little bit further. So, I take kill him. You can see if he drops some quicksilver bullets or some blood echoes, blood vials. So you can so I would recommend coming up here, but stay on the left side because he's right there. When you go for that, he's gonna swing at you and get you. Kill him. Then you can collect them. Okay, bloodstone shard. That's what the beast at the beginning drop is a bloodstone shard sometimes. It's all up here. Then there's a guy right there. If you can see his little hat around the edge of the stairs, he's right there, and he will come at you when you step so close. So yeah, as soon as you get to the lamppost, he'll come at you. And if you're not careful, he will hit you. Okay, yes, blood vial is awesome. Now, usually, every time I come around this way, those two right there, or those three, will come up here, which it's still a problem if they do. Yeah, see, they already got their attention on me, so I would do this up. And I would recommend using Hunter Axe or any of the weapons, just transport it. Because that's what will happen. Gather up in a group like this, and they can kill you. Okay. That could have gotten a lot worse, but it didn't. Now, you can't get that item. You have to go around to get it. As you can see here, you can drop down. Get these two as attention. Nothing else will attack him if you get close. Get right at that character, the dog will get aggro. That's it. I recommend going straight for the dog if you do what I'm doing. I go full dog. And then that dude doesn't see you. You're gonna have these two's attention, so you can come back over here. Oh, got their attention. Not good. So I'm gonna start hurt. I was trying to hit him right there, but I couldn't. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to run up and kill him. I'm gonna aggro the other one on me. Maybe not. No, there's one. And if you want to do a jumping attack, you want to push forward on the analog stick, or going forward and hit R2 while you're at heavy attack button at the same time then you would do a jumping attack. Okay. Now I'm gonna run up this way. To kill him to get him off of you. That's what I would do. I'm gonna try to kill everyone. Then you can drop down, do a drop attack on the shield or the other one, kill the other one. Or you can hit the shield and knock the shield at him. You'll be stunned and you can attack him. Then you can start collecting your loot if you want. Okay, and you gotta watch out for fire too. It hurts you just as bad as it hurts the beasts. Okay, now if you come over here, I think it's a bloodstone shard. No, it's called cold blood druid. That is, you use it to gain blood echoes. So if you need like blood echoes because you haven't got none or you don't have enough, you can use them to gain more, and you can get more levels put in or whatnot. You just go break barrels, bloodstone shard. I think there's a total of 5 or 7 you can get in this area. Okay. So if you come over here, I do not recommend going this way. Well, come over here and come to this door and knock on it.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. They're just gonna be sitting there laughing. So that big dude that you heard, like something huge, you can still hear him knocking on that big door. It's right there. They hit like a truck. So if you're able to come up behind them, which this one you can't, you'll do that. But if you run up towards them and do a charge heavy attack before he turns around, you can get a visceral attack. Or if you wait till he's about to smack you, you can then do a visceral attack like that. But they do hit really hard, and sometimes if you get a little bit too far away, they will charge at you. It's like a truck coming at you full speed. It will knock you down. Sorry if you guys see that thing pop up with a gray box. I just got a notification. Okay, so there's 3 crows in here, and they can be a nuisance. So I would recommend trying to stay as long as you can. Molotov usually you don't want to use them to switch your weapon into the critical target. Try to hit them from long distance because they do kind of hurt. And they smack you more than once when they're flying. And use an Oreo urn, which is awesome. You can throw it at someone or something, and then throw a Molotov, and if you hit them, it does extra damage. Or if you take the hunter's torch, you get a better version of it later, you can take it and poke them with the torch, and it will allow you to burn them. Then here's the item that we were on, which is some cold blood druid, which is awesome. I don't know if you can see it yet, but that gate right there, it's locked. You can't do anything to it unless you get around to it, which we'll get around to it later. As you can see, there's someone to talk to right there. There in a second to talk to. Right here, it's gonna have a dog right there, a dog right here. So 2 dogs. I gotta heal up. Kill it. Okay. Then it's gonna have a group. He's gonna start shooting at you. But if you're able to grab someone's attention, I might probably gonna be getting everyone's attention. Yeah. I got everyone's attention. Usually they one or 2 of them comes at me, not all of them. But I can't count that. But in that group I had this dude, the dude I just killed, this dog, and the musket. There's still a dog back there behind the, you can see him right there, behind the whale. Gotta watch it for him. But you don't have to worry about it unless you get too close to him. You see, he won't do anything unless you get like right here on top of him. Yeah, if you look on the time ref. And I don't know if you've seen it, but that yellow symbol pops up there. You see that yellow symbol next to the blood vial? It's a storage chest, and it actually gets sent to your storage box in the Hunter's Dream. So if you go back to the Hunter's Dream in if you die, or if you just use a lamp to go back, you will gain that items back. You don't have to take it out of the box or anything. It will just come out now. It just gets put back in your inventory, maxes out. So you come up these stairs, you can go straight, left, or right. If you go right, there's 2 beasts right there. I do not recommend engaging in them, so come over here to the left. Right between these statues and Bloodstone Shard. Upgrade material. Now, you can come down here. Way to go here. But I'll do this area in the next video. When I'm done, I'm just going to try to open the shortcut up and start the next one. Now, I'll wait till they separate a little bit, and then try to run by them. You're gonna have a dude right here, so try to kill him if you can. Can't, that's fine, just come down here. We got right here sitting. And just in case, there's someone right here. You can see. Ready to kill him, just in case you get too close to him and he gets you back. Now, there's a way to cheese these beasts. If they come down here. Oh, don't do that. They get stuck right there. They can't do anything, but they can just smack you if you get too close. So transform your weapon and just smack them. If you have Molotovs, you can. But I'm not going to use any Molotovs. I'm going to save them. There's one dead. They're really not much of a threat. They can't hit you once or twice, so I would just be careful if you're doing this. If you have the Hunter's Axe, it'll probably be a lot easier. I would recommend that if you haven't played the game before, I would recommend the Hunter's Axe just to kill them a little bit easier. I wouldn't recommend using the Redicane new. Because it's a weak weapon and you just have to get used to the game. Anyway, they always drop some blood vials, which is always nice. When you come down here, you can go back in here and come down here. There's always a guy right here. But he doesn't, he's always facing this way. So, right here is a shortcut. You come in here, you can walk up behind him and then just do a visceral attack. Well, charge attack, and you can get him. Now, you can see there's someone in that chair. You may think, oh, it's just an old man. No. He's not going to turn around until you get near that item. You can lock onto him. You can see he's got a blunderbuss in his hand. That. Any old man you've seen, which I do not trust. I recommend it. Do not trust it. Okay, so those punch and blood cocktails, you throw it and you can attract a beast to a location. Wherever it throws it, they will come to it. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward, as old Yarnum burned to the ground that moonlit night. Okay. So, I said this was a shortcut. You can come out here and go to the right if you want to, but I do not recommend going down there just yet. I'll show you where this guy sits at. So he stands right here. All the time right here. With his back facing up the stairs, which is up to here. Now, again, look for a shortcut. Lamp. So if you die, you have access back to it if you're over there and you died over there. Let's see if he has anything different to say.
Across the
nope. Okay. So, I'm I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.